Hello.
Hello.
We're all back. Yeah, otherwise she wouldn't have done this because Mandy's a pro. She wouldn't have pushed that button unless we weren't already. All right. So you guys had met with Sayavea briefly. Introduced Torben. Took a few minutes to introduce the party to the High Priestess of Beret, who runs the Temple of Light, basically the All Faiths Temple, although it's been gradually being transformed into a temple to Beret, although it would never really be called that. There you go. Straight up, son. But you found out that there was a little bit of trouble going afoot, that most of the guards in one fort had been called one way or another. And the guard captain, Corbin Morsa, was a little bit concerned that one of his patrols that was out towards the east, towards Blue Dyer's Hill, hadn't reported back. They had been dispatched out there for reasons, and he had visited with Sayavea to secure a couple scrolls of some sort in case of emergency type thing. And you guys, as a group, agreed we're gonna run and go run down Captain Morsa and say, "Hey, man, yo." Or at least that's the last I remember. It's been about 8 minutes or 12 minutes, and I could have forgot because I'm old.
Yeah, I mean, I do not mind speaking to him. I'm usually sorry, above the table. Almost just died.
Choking on my own spit. I'm choking on my own spit.
Joking on the concept of talking to him.
I don't think you would make good impression.
Suchek speak instead. That's bad.
I mean, you've been doing a wonderful job talking, but I wouldn't mind going to speak to the captain to see if there's any information that he could give us, or any way that he could, or we could help him and the town in this way. I mean, we are passing through, or at least I am. Are we sticking together as a group for the moment? I just want to be sure, because
Yeah,
I will do alone if I have to.
Yeah, I'll
no,
come
I mean,
along.
I'm not
Out of
saying,
more-
like, I'm not trying to
Out of
shake you
nothing
off.
more than morbid curiosity, I'll come with.
Well, then, yeah. Do you know the direction we need to go in, Torben? Or did she give us directions kind of to where to find him?
Yeah, as you guys are standing outside of the temple, you just step a little bit to the outside of the henge that marks off the cemetery, and it's the tallest, largest structure in town. It's not like it towers over the countryside by any stretch of the imagination, but it is 40 foot of fresh, tall stone edifice, probably about 120 foot, even though it's in a kind of a pre-trifold type of a fort. But yeah, you just point. Very minimalist.
Yonder we must go over.
The large military-looking tower. Got it.
All right.
So, yeah, you guys leave the church after just a few more minutes of visiting, following the main street down back towards the intersection, passing in front of the riverside. The largest collection of structures to your right is, Radke's shop. This is the general store. Excuse me, let me get to the main thing. The primary store, one of the larger Radke's general goods, above the table, player handbook type stuff. Friendly reminder, before we go too far into things, I am not a purveyor, aka vendor of magic items. In case I didn't describe that in my session 0, I'm of the mindset that magic items have a lot of value, and if they're for sale, someone that's got a shit ton more money than you're ever going to have is going to buy them before you can buy them anyway. So anytime a dude opens up a magic item shop, it's sold out in 12 hours by all the vendors, by all the nobles that live around there. So magic item shops, not that they're not of value, but they're so valuable that if they ever hit the open market, they're sold. So above the table, out of character, consumables, potions, yes. Scrolls, yes. occasionally consumable enchanted items, ammunition, stuff like that. But yeah, don't expect to walk into a town of 200 people and ask for a +3 halberd. Just so we're clear. Anywho.
So you just find those though, Jim?
I'm sorry?
You just find those, right?
Usually in the hands of someone swinging them at you.
You just
Okay,
just
the
walk
secret
around.
is
They're
the
usually
secret is
stuck
to
in
find.
trees.
Yeah, you find the warp stalkers and the hellbores and the sand crabs scattering through the world, and every once in a while a purple item will just pop out of it after you smash it.
Exactly.
No, hell no.
There's just like random chests laying around, and that's where I'm gonna get my +3 armor.
Yeah, we got the starter chest, right? We got all the stuff out of our starter chest, like all the
Yeah.
food.
Don't forget to click on the golden exclamation point by the bulletin board over by the inn that I forgot to tell you was there. Not
Don't
happening.
just stay here and hunt goblins till we're like 20.
No, I am milestone. I am not murder hobo. I mean XP. Sorry. The problem is it's a me thing, guys. My brain is math based, and I will absolutely do the math for you to kill 2,450 civilians to get to level 3. You know? Well, I won't let you, but it's mathematically possible, so I avoid that
Wait,
whole
253, and there's 800 in town.
We gotta go
See?
through a couple towns.
Murder hoboing begins. Anywho,
Military tower.
if there's no other questions or comments on that little sidetrack there, I'd rather get that stuff understood and out in the open. Session 1, session 2, so we can go smoothly from there. But
What was
alas,
the high priestess's name again?
I'm sorry.
What was the high priestess? Her name?
Syavea. S-Y. Well, I'm gonna let you guys spell it phonetically because people always go, "Well, how'd you spell it like that?" I don't know. So Syavea, however you want to spell it. I have an A instead of an apostrophe, but yeah.
The way you did it kind of makes it sound like a dark elf.
Right. She was a middle-aged half-elven, 5'4", 5'5", kind of sandy brown hair, cut a little bit short. Got the I've been squinting in the sun wrinkles going on a little bit around her brows and the crow's feet, as it were. Attractive woman, but not necessarily. Obviously she spent a lot of time in either in the field or in service of stuff. Not someone that's really spent a bunch of time or resources on anything other than the church. You got to know her. You feel like you trust her. She feels very genuine after the few days that you've been in town helping around the temple. But yeah, so y'all kind of foot on out above the table. Again, sorry. As I'm saying things, I'm reminded. Don't forget to ask for insight if you want. When we're doing stealth stuff, this should go without saying, but I'm still going to say it anyway. Don't ask for a stealth check unless you have something to break line of sight or something like that. We're not playing a video game. You don't go and disappear in the middle of the streets. I crouch, and I crouch even lower. When you're running... I'm sorry?
You don't run toddler rules, like I close my eyes and I can't see you, so you can't see me?
Well, I honestly have to follow the rules that if you're sneaking around, you're going against my passives, unless I actually am. If I'm a guard on patrol, I'm rolling perceptions, looking around on patrol. But if I'm just walking down the street,
feeling today? What if they didn't sleep well? I'm just talking shit.
You roll that 6, I'm gonna hear you kick the trash can over in the alley. I'm sorry, man.
That's not fair. You put that trash can there just for me to trip over.
Probably so.
Probably.
And even if you miss that trash can, there's a glass bottle delicately balanced on a heap of cardboard boxes waiting for a breeze to blow it. So no matter what, you're screwed. I'm kidding. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I'm like kind of low. Can I just say I'm low-key in shock that I don't have a rogue? Shush.
You did.
Shush. Everyone's
roll.
like, dude, it's level 3. There's a lot of time to push a lot of buttons between here and there.
I am not rogue, but I will do it anyway.
Suddenly, entire
Love to
party
see it.
multi-classes rogue. Damn it!
You want rogue? We all a rogue.
No, I am saying thank
Oops, all
you.
rogues.
So, the 6 of you pursue. I'm not like sprinting down the road or anything, but you make haste, and actually you catch up with Corbin before you get to the keep itself. He seems to be kind of a social guy. You noticed as you came around the corner, passing Keepsake, or not Keepsake, Riverside. He chatting with a couple dudes here, chatting with a lady up the next place, and then you end up coming alongside of him, catching up with him right outside the central market area in front of Radke's General Goods.
Captain, I believe we saw you leaving the temple shortly earlier, saying that you were in need of, seems like, a little bit of help, and I was wondering if you would take it.
And yeah, my good to see you, meet you. My name's
My apologies.
I guess you know
sorry,
who I am.
I get a little forward. Sorry,
No, and who are you, might I ask?
I am Anya. My apologies.
Anya, good to meet you.
Start with that. It's
Yeah, I
good to meet
noticed
you as
you-
well. And it was Corbin. What was your last name again?
Morsa.
Morsa. Yes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I saw you guys in the temple, and he kind of turns over and looks at Tobrin and a little nod. Yeah, the little halfling fellow's been helping Sayavea out a little bit. I saw you guys had walked in there. Who said I needed help?
Well, more so assistance or offering assistance. My apologies. I don't tend to talk much to people about this stuff. People usually just send me out on missions to help protect. I'm trying to offer assistance. Is what I was trying to get to.
And as soon as you say, I'm used to going out and just doing missions. His demeanor changed a little bit. His eyes brightened. Oh, are you a little bit of an adventurer, a little bit of a mercenary type thing?
Not so much a mercenary. I was a protector of my home, but I'm going on a bit of a journey and ran into some new friends, new people that we're seeking to help. It's kind of where I was trying to go with what I was saying. I was a protector of my home.
Okay. And you notice as you've been chatting with him, he's been kind of but his eyes have been kind of scanning the group, kind of looking everyone over a little bit, resting once in a while between both the your Rene druid and your lizard man barbarian. Not like mad mugging, but just kind of taking mental notes of your group as he's going along, checking your weapons, whatever is visible, kind of taking note of what he can of your bearing anyway. Seems to be just kind of giving you that visual once over.
I'm making sure as I stand there that he can see my hands and that I'm not moving quickly. I'm like being very intentional so that I don't draw any suspicion.
Can I roll an insight check to see actually how he's feeling about them? Like if I see he's eyeing them multiple times, as I'm speaking to him, just kind of
Please
kind
do.
of more just keeping an eye on them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure there's no problems to be starting.
Man, that's a fancy ass die.
Ooh.
Dropping a big old 21 right out the gate. That's a fancy, nice roll. You get the impression that it's more like he's just making mental check notes.
Okay.
But because of his ideally his position as a guard captain, just kind of the whole distinguishing. Well, that's obviously kind of distinguishing a lizard. Why is a lizard full of hair? Or any, not like
aggressive, just more like taking note, curious. Okay.
Exactly.
So just getting the stance. Okay.
Yeah, but it's got kind of that fatherly, what are you up to, kids, kind of a thing going on,
Got it. Yeah.
I'll move over towards where Maristella and Suchuk are standing, and kind of just like look at him and smile, and I'll tell him yeah, my friend and I came from the east. We heard that you had you had a little bit of trouble out there with one of your troops, and you're a little bit short-handed on manpower, but not short-handed on trouble. So Saivea kind of pointed us your way to kind of offer some assistance since you were a little short-handed, and she's a little worried about your health.
You know what? Walk with me if you guys don't mind. As he kind of he kind of does a little bit of a shoulder bob and motions towards the keep and starts walking towards her. He says, and as you guys are walking towards the keep, he continues. I'm not one to look a gift horse in the mouth, and some people kind of say I'm a little bit too trusting, but and let's be honest, maybe it's a little bit of tactical desperation as well. But yeah. We are a little bit short. A couple of my guards were called out on patrol. Typically go out on patrol. A rider from out in Jordan and Lucas's farm, one of the farm hands out there, Ernst, came in and said they were having some problems out there. Two different problems, ironically or unironically, unfortunately, I guess I would say. First, gnolls were popping in. I'm assuming you guys are familiar with a gnoll is. Big old bipedal dog walking half hyena, eat everything they kind of find and move on.
Yes, sir.
Not
Wasteful
unheard
creatures.
I'm sorry?
Wasteful creatures.
Yeah, that's a good way to say it. Not good for anyone, as he kind of looks and almost unintentionally slows his speech and exaggerates his motions as he's talking to Suchek. Yes, not good. Bad for anyone. Not unheard of. Not something we have a constant issue with, but it's not unheard of to have a pack of gnolls roll through every few months, and we got to deal with them. But what was concerning was Ernst was saying that some of their cows, a lot of their cows were winding up dead. Now, dead not devoured, but dead like laying on the ground with holes in their body dead. So I sent three of my guys out there, said, hey, take a look, make sure, chase off the gnolls, no harm, no foul, and see what the heck is going on with Jordan and Lucas's farm. So hadn't heard from them. It's no more than a day and a half's ride out there. They should have been back by now. So I don't know if that sounds like something that you're capable or willing to do. By this point, you guys have arrived in the keep. There's like 2 duty guards that kind of suddenly stumbled to attention as Corbin walks in the gate. But he kind of turns and stops and looks at you and says, well, that's the pickle we're in. I've got to if you guys can do that. That lets me head up to 2 Ford and get my platoon back. I send a rider up there and say, hey, I need my soldiers back. They'll send a rider back that says, no, you don't. And then I'll have to go back up there to get them anyway. 5 days versus 2 days. We need to get my boys back.
I mean, I'm unaware from what everyone else, but I'm game if you guys are. Cause
this isn't something that's below your skills. This isn't something that feels... I mean, I know well-traveled folk kind of, sometimes get into, and he kind of does a nod over towards Pergalore, looking for more challenging games, but, this is something that'd be mighty helpful. Don't have a lot, but, I can dig a little bit into my personal war fund a little bit to compensate you a little bit. Say 25 gold a head. Just to go out there, confirm that the farm's good, and if you guys can bring back my boys or some part of them, I can throw another 50 on there.
I think that we could do that. Could you write us a scroll with your signature saying that you want them back, so we're not just some randoms showing up and telling them to abandon their mission?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, if you find them fools out there sitting around drinking or huffing on that halfling weed over there, then yeah, you can twist their arm and drag them back. Please do, because we got way too much shit to be losing troops out there partying in the freaking fields. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Most of the boys that are guards around here, they're the younger sort of fellows, kind of getting into it because it's a steady paycheck and they get to feel important. A lot of the experienced boys either went up north or out east and or down south to the frickin' Woolly Bay and didn't come back. But we're looking for Gerard and Cleburne.
All right.
Gerard.
And Alton is going to be... he acts like he ain't no guard. He's a guard. He calls himself a scout. But Gerard, Cleburne, and Alton. Gerard and Cleburne... they're going to be wearing scale mail, hopefully. Should have crossbows, spears, short swords, and a shield on it. Our other boy kind of likes to fancy himself a little bit more of a scout. He usually runs around with a long sword, short sword, long bow, studded leather armor. Always got twigs stuck into his outfit. So if you see a walking bush, don't shoot. But,
you said Gerard, Cleburne, and what was the last one?
Alton.
Alton. Understood.
Y'all got any questions?
Yes. Would you happen to have a long sword that you could part with for the time? I seem to not have brought mine with me. I don't plan to have to use it, but I'm going to pull out my small little dagger. This isn't going to do much if something gets right up on me.
Yeah, come on inside. That way I can go ahead and get this paperwork filled out for y'all. And y'all the kind of folk that need a contract, or you good on a handshake?
I've never dealt in contracts, but I usually tend to defend my own people, so I wouldn't be the one to speak.
You seem to be a man of your word. I'd like to do an insight check.
Go right ahead. Please do.
I'm going to stand there looking insulted, pulling twigs out of my armor.
Rylan, you get the feeling, you don't get any ill feeling out of it. He seems a solid. If anything, you're like the most unusual thing seems to be he's just like word vomiting. He seems overly friendly. He seems like giving no real negotiation, no who are you, where are you from, who you work for, almost too trusting. That seems to be the only fault that you can figure.
I'm good with the handshake and the paperwork that bears your signature.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and write up some return orders. And which one of you, if you don't mind, is the captain, or you're excuse me, you all ain't military, right?
No.
Not.
I'll point
quite.
to I'll point to the halfling. He's in charge.
Yeah.
I just need to put someone's name on here. That way, by the order of his esteemed, and he's kind of grinning, Captain Corbin Morsa, you have been ordered to return to your post forthwith. You shall follow the orders of Tobrin, known to be a helpful cleric, and he just kind of writes it all out. And should you disobey these orders, the Torbin is authorized to use any means necessary to secure your return. Is this good?
Yeah, it's standard. It's standard.
Kind of like
Standard boilerplate.
Yeah. It's
All right, so he kind of signs it, and kind of rolls it up and hands it over to you. And he's like, "All right," kind of digs back around behind and pulls out that ivory bone case. He's like, "All right, there's you're a cleric. You should be able to. One of them might be a little bit hard for you to do, but a couple speak with dead spells in there. Not sure if you have access to that. If you find remains, You know, likely I'd prefer that we if you can't bring the remains back, if it's in a state that, you know, all you can do is kind of see what's there, any information you can get. If you find them and it hadn't been more than a couple days, the other one will take care of that as well. But if they've been dead too long, and it ain't too much trouble, like I said, either them back here so I can whoop their butt for desertion and smoking pot again, or proof of remains for their family that at least we know what happened. And as an aside, if you can take care of what's going on out at the farm, that's even a super duper bonus. AKA, you see any gnolls, just absolutely. You see any gnolls running around, or any of them there goblins? You shouldn't see any goblins or hobgoblins out this far. Pretty clear from the swamp so far. Nothing against you there, lizard folk, but yeah, the further east and northeast you get, like out towards Blue Dire, them folk ain't super friendly to your kind, just because the less civilized fellows out the Mist Marsh start their harassing of folk, and you know, around when it start getting warm.
The dog
Anyway,
folk
yeah.
hunt without need, and I will put an end to the heretics of Semiwanua.
Well, I mean, I talked to a couple of them when I was up at Blackwell. They done got the wrong end of the stick. Don't get me wrong. It kind of they get pushed further and further and further into the Mist Marsh every year. So I ain't one for really wanting to go try to start any trouble with them. But you know your people and culture better than I, and I'm going to trust you on that. But if you defend yourselves at all means. Come back alive. I don't like sending people off to their death. That's why I'm concerned about these stupid boys. I sincerely hope that they is just hanging out fishing, lost track of a couple days, hitting their little bongs a little bit too hard, but we'll see. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna send you. Let me pop the map over. Up around the corner, like right. Go past Riverside. Hang a right. Head up about your 4th, 5th right. You'll see kind of easy to find. You'll see all kinds of smoke and steam kind of rising up from the chimneys of a pretty large wooden building, thatched roof out there. Dirty path goes up. The kids will laugh at you and go, "You're gonna see the witch." Old friend of mine, Bagba, live up there. Should be able to take care of your medicine kit, and you know, if you need any drinkies, she can help out. Limited supply, but tell her I sent you. She'll probably do you a solid. Let me get you that longsword as well. Is there anything else you guys might kind of need? And I'm taking you on your word. You ain't gonna run off with my shit. You know, you're and he kind of looks and grins at Torben. You know, Tobrin, excuse me. Yeah, he's been helping out, my friend. If you guys if you trust these people, I trust you, Torben. I trust your work. Sometimes we can just trust each other when we're looking out for each other's good. There ain't enough trust left in this dark ass world. Hands you a longsword. So he goes ahead and hands. Is there anything else y'all need, like arrows, torches, ropes?
I believe I'm all
sticks, stones
on my darts. I like checking in my inventory. Yeah, I'm all stocked up currently. So this farmland, you said it was to the east from here that we're heading, and it's about a day and a half.
Yeah, let me
correct?
let me flip maps 1 second here.
I'm just getting all the details for us. So
Oh, yeah,
sure we're heading in the right direction.
Just trying to, and I'm trying to get into best practices as I practice.
Okay, and then east or oh wait.
So, for reference, and any of our super duper hardcore Greyhawk people are going to scream at me, I have adjusted the scale of the hexes ever so slightly to match up easier with 5th edition travel. Doesn't change the world more than a couple miles per 100. Just a couple percentile point changes, but that doesn't matter to us while we're playing, right? Each hex is representative of 15 miles. Travel along roads within said hexes, for your reference, is considered normal travel. The terrain outside of off-road will determine if it's long-term distant terrain or difficult terrain or anything like that. Cool?
Okay.
So we are headed basically halfway along the road, about 20 miles out, about an 8-hour walk to get to their farmstead. About 6 hours, maybe along the road, 6 hours, and then it's kind of almost halfway between One Ford and Blue Dyers. Cool.
Yep.
East.
And for reference again, we are headed out towards Jorna and Lucas. Just a couple local farmers raise what's left of, as Corbin's kind of writing the paperwork, he's just mumble around, they're one of the few last beef herders out here with the boys up at Blackfriar over by Two Ford, just a little bit off of our map on this one. Have kind of expanded a little bit more with the financial support of Greyhawk. Buying up a lot more herds, buying up a lot more land, out lawyering people on claims to deeds and all that. So, the dwindling herds is kind of a bummer for these people, but certainly weird as well. Cows just found laying in the field, deader than hell, kind of dried up, 2-inch, 3-inch holes, seeming cleanly bored through their bodies.
Can I do a nature check on that?
Sure.
To see if I can determine what caused the holes.
Okay.
Bear with me while I figure out how to do that. Skills. Nature.
Okay, bringing in an 18. So it could be one of several things, but ultimately it sounds like some sort of parasitic creature, that would be able to cleanly, your mind instantly goes to sturges, those tiny little bat-like mosquito meets, bat meets, super annoying pests, but normally their puncture wounds are 1/8 inch, maybe 1/4 inch, something to be 2 or 3 inches. It almost sounds like something burrowing in or out, maybe rock grubs or maybe some sort of other insectoid creature. Certainly not anything common, although that style of creature is something that would inject you with an egg and give birth, or a parasite, something like that is not unheard of. Something that size is rare and very unusual indeed.
I share all that with everybody.
Interesting. I just kind of like, cool.
Well, you guys are having this conversation, as the captain's kind of giving you a little bit more of the lowdown, the information on the state of the farm, why they sent their runner in, and why he's like, okay, gnolls is one thing, but gigantic holes in our cows is another thing. Y'all need to get out there pronto. And now we're where we are. I got 25 boys up in Two Ford, doing the whim of the wrong damn side of the line. I got sweat coming in from the Despotrix office down in Hardby. Why are Hardby boys going up across the border again? My friends out in Bloxwell, just personal friends, but there's just a lot of stuff. As you kind of said, plenty of problems and not enough people to deal with them. So I really appreciate y'all helping out.
Seems to be a lot going on in this area. Do you have I guess, I don't know, we assume we might be traveling together after this, or recommendation on where to go to help more? Because that's kind of my goal where I was going with my journeys, was trying to help where I could.
Well, I'll
protect
tell you
Rogue.
what.
And you said, so
Go
sorry,
ahead,
you
ma'am.
mentioned
I'm
something
sorry.
also about fighting on the wrong side of the line. I don't mean to take up more of your time. I know we have things to do, but
I'll tell y'all. I'll tell y'all what. Why don't you guys, if you're wanting to head out tonight, if you're wanting to head out real quick, you're probably gonna have to camp or travel until you get a little bit after dark before you get out to the farm. If you guys are wanting to head out first day, let me buy y'all a meal and a drink, and if y'all are really kind of new to town, I can do what I can to answer y'all some questions about a little bit more than just kind of standing here in the lovely lobby of this keep having a discussion.
sounds quite all right with me. I mean, we can head out first light in the morning to the farm, and that way we have fresh daylight.
If something bad happened to him, it happened to him a couple days ago. Hence, Sayavea helping me with those scrolls. I mean, you're a man of the you're a halfling of the cloth, so you know what those spells mean as much as I do. I'm assuming the worst, preparing for the worst, but hoping for the best. If they are alive and holed up and hanging out more day, either they're gonna roll in tomorrow and say, "Oh, we lost track of time," or they ain't. They're gonna be out there, you know. I'm low-key worried that maybe they okay and they just afraid to come back. But I mean, come on, what
Could
am
have
I
run
gonna
into
do?
a little bit of trouble and a little embarrassed.
Yeah. They don't like it because if they fart around too much, I send them down on the long road down to Great Rock, and they actually got to work when they got to go patrol that. But you know what? I got to get inside, get a little bit of what I have left. If you guys need to holler at Bagba, but I'll catch you guys up right at sunset. If you want to head out, it's completely your prerogative.
Well, thank you for the information. Appreciate it. Happy to help.
Good to meet y'all. And he just kind of goes in.
Okay.
It makes more sense to leave in the morning. We'll be more rested and ready for whatever we've done.
And I don't
Likely.
see too well at night.
We shall take time to prepare for hunt.
I can help with the
Exactly.
light situation at night. Don't worry about that.
Oh, well, that is good to know. Thank you.
So, above the table maintenance question, it is midnight our time. Do we want to keep going from here, or is this a good pause for our next sessions? Up to y'all. Because it's 11:50. I don't know when. This is the first time I've played over here on Mandy's. I don't know if we stick to a strict schedule or what. So that's why I'm asking.
Oh, well, I'm good if Cloud.
I'm.
you're-
Oh,
Normally we end at about like 3.5 hours, and so we're at that. So I'm good. If you're good.
Okay. So completely up to y'all. I just didn't want to start getting halfway into something and then go, oh, until
No, I
next
think-
time. So I think
this is a
this
good
feels like a
spot.
good spot.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, let's go ahead and do our little bit of end of stuff roundup here. First and foremost, 1,001 thank yous, Miss Man.